Welcome to another edition of the Digital Education Station. I am Ryan Ferren, the Public Information Officer for the Arcadia Unified School District. With me is Superintendent Dr. Vannasdall. Dr. Vannasdall, thank you so much for being here.
Happy to be here.
We kicked off the summer great fashion with the third annual Arcadia Invitation Summit, one of our biggest to date. Before we get into kind of the particulars of how the conference went and the sessions and all that, how did the Arcadia Innovation Summit come to be?
Sure. Well, first of all, I feel like our Innovation Summit is like our final exam for the year. It's like we work hard all year, and then we get to display everything we've learned with our Innovation Summit. So it's very exciting. 3 years ago, we were ready to host a Chromebook Institute. It's not something we were putting on. We were just willing to host it on our campus at the high school. And we did that because we had a rollout coming on of Chromebooks. And we thought, well, we have a lot of teachers that really are interested in learning about the Chromebooks. So we volunteered to host it, and about 6 weeks out, the company putting it on canceled on us. So we were just in this moment where normal trajectory of things is we get everyone together, we say, all right, we have to cancel this. Who do we notify? We got to let the custodians know we're not having it. But that didn't happen like normal. What did happen was it was for the first time, all the things that we had been preaching across the organization about taking risks, being innovative, thinking outside the box, it just sort of happened from the ground up. So I'm sitting in my office, and all of a sudden someone said, well, we already have 100 teachers signed up. They think they're going to something. We already have the facilities. What if we just held something of our own? And the conversation just continued to the point where it ended up being, hey, let's have an event for teachers, by teachers. Let's have it free so that we can preach the importance of collaboration, and we'll provide lunch, and we'll see who shows up. So that's how it all started.
So that first year, we didn't know what to expect. We had about 300 people. Year two, 500. This year, we didn't really do much advertising for it. 850 people registered from over 100 school districts from San Diego to the Bay Area. So just a great turnout. Before our keynote, you had a chance to talk to the crowd and kind of welcome them. What was your message as to kind of how this all came to be and our philosophy here in Arcadia?
Yeah, well, there's two main themes that I really wanted to get across to the audience. The first one was that our Innovation Summit came out of our innovation thought, and meaning that we put a lot of effort into our culture. That first year, our theme was what if. We really wanted to push people to ask those big, deep questions and stop doing things just because we've always done it that way. The second year, we asked why not, because after the first year of asking big questions and pushing people out of their comfort zone, we found out that a lot of the ideas never left the room. They were great ideas, but then every time you get out and say something, someone says, oh, we can't do that, or there's a big bureaucracy. So the why not became permission for people to ask, no, why can't we do it? Let's try. And so then the third thing was we really wanted to tie those two together and really set the stage for moving forward. So we came up with a new tagline. We worked all year working with the school board and sitting down with teachers, and we came up with a tagline, and it's this: in Arcadia, we imagine, we inquire, and then we inspire. And we do all this because of the big why behind these questions, right? Why do we do all this? We do this to challenge and inspire students to have a positive and profound impact on their world. And I really wanted people to hear that, because that's the culminating effect of all this is, we need to change. And the world could be their neighborhood, it could be their community, it could be the entire world. But we really wanted people to understand that that's our goal. The second thing that I wanted people to understand is that how much I appreciate. They're all educators from over 100 different districts all over the area, from San Diego up to the Bay Area. I wanted them to know that on their dime and their time, they're here with us in the middle of the summer, and that they are our runners. I always said, in Arcadia, we like to say you can crawl, you can walk, or you can run, but you're not allowed to stand still anymore. In the audience, 850 teachers that are choosing to be here on their summer break to develop personally and to be a better educator. It's just amazing. I mean, these are our rock stars. So I was humbled standing in front of them.
The energy was great, and it was really cool because that was kind of the first time publicly you talked about the new tagline, Imagine, Inquire, Inspire. And I came across a tweet with that as the hashtag, so that definitely resonated with the audience.
Very excited about it.
As well. It's very cool. Speaking of the keynote, Jamie Cassup, the education evangelist at Google, big name, big guy in the education world, innovative as well. What did you think of his message and kind of what he got out to everyone who was in attendance?
Yeah, I really appreciated his message. I'm often the one speaking about the urgency of change, right? And that's necessary. But I thought Jamie did a really nice job of reminding everyone that our forefathers did an excellent job of designing an education model for that time, that time being the industrial age 150 years ago. And then he challenged us that we need to do the same. We need to figure it out, and this is the right time to be deciding what should that education look like as we move forward. So it was a nice message of urgency and change, but at the same time reminding people that we're right where we need to be and that we will figure this out. And also a reminder that it's taken Google 20 years to get to where they are today.
Yeah.
It didn't happen overnight, which a lot of us believe. So it was a nice message. I think it reinforced that urgency, at the same time reminding the educators in the audience that they're doing good work and they're valued.
It was a great keynote, and we live streamed it on our Facebook page, so if people want to go back and watch it, just check out our Facebook page right now. It's still up there, and you can check out what he had to say for yourself. Talking about what people had to say, we're kind of looking at the survey results, the feedback from the summit already. Just going to read one brief quote from somebody just talking about, "I love the summit. Thank you so very much, Arcadia Unified, for having put this together. I've learned so much and can't wait to put it into practice of what I learned today. The best professional development I've attended ever, and it was free." So they go on and on and on. But that's a good question. And something you see on Twitter and in the feedback, everyone's so appreciative that we do this for free.
Yeah.
Why do we do this for free? What's the philosophy behind that?
Yeah, when we first came up with the concept of the Innovation Summit and presented it to our school board, there was no doubt that we were going to do this for free. And that's because we believe in our values. One of our core values is that collaboration is the key to our success, and that knowing that we don't have all the answers in Arcadia. So, we preach to teachers that they should be collaborating with other teachers. We should be doing the same as a school district. And I reminded the audience during my welcome talk that building community is one of the most important things teachers can do in a classroom. And as administrators and as a school board, I believe building that greater community of the education community is just that important. So by putting this on and providing that lunch, that free lunch for people to come and just learn from each other, I believe that's what attracts everyone.
That was the feedback too. Not only did you put this on for free, but you gave us lunch as well. So it was great. And it's just great to see so many people that want to be there. It's a summer vacation, so the energy was just amazing. We can't do this without people willing to present and share and collaborate. We had almost 100 sessions this year. Again, our largest ever. You did a session as well, you and Greg Gazanian, our Chief Innovation and Strategy Officer, called Reimagining Education Through the Lens of a Startup. Right. Tell us about that session, and what did you guys talk about in there?
Yeah, well, as I mentioned, we are this great bureaucracy. I mean, over the years, schools have gotten big. And what we're trying to do is remind people that we need to reimagine ourselves as a startup company, because that's who's being successful today. And so you have to stop thinking like a bureaucracy and all these levels and start thinking like startups do, where it's a flat organization, it's quick. We use the story of a large ship, and it takes it weeks sometimes to make a turn, where startups are like speedboats. They can go quick, they can go over here. If this isn't working, they change course. We have to have the mentality of a speedboat. And so we just really wanted to challenge people and take them through a thinking design process where they could actually reimagine for themselves what a school would look like and begin to work in that direction.
What was your big takeaway from the Arcadia Innovation Summit this year? So many takeaways. What were your thoughts coming away from the weekend?
I'm just always humbled and inspired as I walk around the campus, just seeing that we have so many amazing, talented teachers, not just in Arcadia, but in the San Gabriel Valley and beyond, that they're hungry for this. They don't want to be in silos anymore. They don't want to work in isolation. They want to know that they have colleagues, not just across the hall, but across the state, across the country. And it's obvious when 850 choose to be here on their summer break. So for me, it was inspiring to continue to do that and then come back in August and be even better.
And a huge thanks to our staff and everyone from outside our district that helped present, come and put this on. It was just an amazing conference. So can we break some news right here? Will there be a 4th annual Arcadia Innovation Summit?
I don't think our school board would let us not have one.
Exactly.
So absolutely.
Awesome.
It will be bigger and it will be better.
And it will be better. For more information, check out arcadiainnovationsummit.com. Also, check out the hashtag on Twitter, Arcadia Innovation, and you can really get some insight into the conference, the sessions, what people thought. It's kind of an open forum and feedback. Really cool. And then we have a photo album on our Facebook page. And again, the keynote is on our Facebook page as well. Dr. Vannasdall, thank you so much for your time. That is the latest Education Station shoot, and we'll have more coming up in a bit.
Thanks, Ron.